Alright, what's going on, guys? WeBull's back again, and I wanted to make a should you summon on the Kenpachi banner. Now, I know some of you have already caved and actually summoned on it, but I do want to talk about it because I don't really... one, I don't think it's worth summoning for. However, I do see the value that some people might find in these characters. Now, quickly, obviously, we got the new information for the mid-month, and it's going to be as mid as you could possibly get, and it's going to be Jushiro as well as Soifon and Toshiro. What's cool about this mid-month character is that it's all SP units and they all got Havoc. Wait, did you really not? None of y'all got Havoc? Oh, only Soifon got Havoc. So Soifon gets Frenzy +2, Havoc 20%, and Start Power Up Item +2, but only in Arena. Either way, honestly, all these characters with their bad killers literally try to... I feel like they screen guild quests, but at the same time, they're not good. Like, their kits aren't really meant for guild quests. Like, even Jushiro I don't think is really meant for guild quests, which is kind of awkward. Alright, so going into the Kenpachi banner, and I'm only going to talk about the Kenpachis because in my opinion the filler are actually dog water. I don't think that they're worth talking about. Let me quickly... here we go. So they sent me this and it's just like, okay, Camp for Your Own World, Shuhei, Hikone, Aura, Nell, Zamari, and Noitora. Honestly, Zamari and Noitora are borderline useless characters unless like you have Noitora 5 out of 5. Nell's pretty, she was mid on contact. Aura was trash on contact. Hikone still is pretty damn good, but honestly in this day and age he needs killer and attribute advantage for his disabler. And then Shuhei, he's a good nuker, but we're starting to get nukers that are so crazy that it's not even funny, like Yamamoto, for example. Now, going into the actual banner, you'll see here we have Kuruyashiki. He's obviously going to be a Brave Battles character. He does have the Pierce Invincibility, which I think is kind of necessary for a lot of characters. They ignore Brave Battle Invincibility right here. He has Pierce Barrier built into his kit, so you can give him Start Barrier as well as Dodge, Last Ditch, whatever the hell you want to give him. He has Flurry +2 along with Prevent Last Ditch Survival, so enemies can't revive if he gets the final kill, which is really nice to pair up with Beyond Bankai Kenpachi as well as Yuhabaha. Half stamina only, decrease damage reduction 50%, and increase your normal attack damage plus 30%. This is a multiplier on top of your already devastating NAD. He has Technique Attribute Soul Reaper normal attack damage plus 20%. With the Flurry +2, that's really high damage for a NAD character, which is pretty good. Now, he doesn't have Guard Break, which is why he's not good in PvE content. For his innate skills, he has the Poise as well as Weaken Immunity, which I think is also pretty good for Brave Battles. But I don't think he's overly necessary for Brave Battles, although I do think that he's probably one of the best units for Brave Battles. That also being said, since in 3 months we'll probably get like a whole new meta... In 3 months, we'll probably get like a whole new meta. Usually, end of the month, July, is when we get a new Brave Battle character, and that we got Yuhabaha. Next, we'll probably get one around maybe September, October, and then the final one, we'll probably get a Brave Battle character sometime around January 1st / December 31st, like New Year's time. That's when we got Beyond Bankai Kenpachi. That's when we got 1,000 Year Blood War Unohana. That's when we tend to get a lot of Brave Battle characters. I think we got Ichibei as well. A couple years ago. That being said, Kuruyashiki, great for Brave Battles. If you feel like you need them, feel free to do like 5 steps. I do think that this banner, even though I don't think it's worth summoning on, now my problem with this banner is that it has 9 characters instead of the normal 12. Actually, no, that's not a problem. I mean that's one of the good things, but the problem is that the value of the actual fillers are pretty mid. Like, honestly, Shuhei as a character, aside from his nuke, is kind of useless, and he used to be really good for epic raids, but now that we get potions and droplets in epic raids, you might as well just get a farmer. Aura, dead on contact. Nell, Zamari, Noitora, kind of dead on contact in terms of like worth pulling and playing with. Not really. I do like Hikone still, even though I do think he's slowly falling off just because power creep is just crazy. And you'll see here, one featured 5-star character guaranteed at certain steps. So every 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25th step, you're going to actually be able to get a featured character. So it's 1 of 9 instead of 1 of 12. That, I think, is incredibly important, especially in this day and age, because the meta is kind of like... right now we're getting that stupid 7-step meta, which really sucks. Next, for Azashiro, we have quite a few things going for him, which is pretty good. Frenzy +1, Drain on all of his attacks, Range Collision on his first strong attack, we'll get into that in a second, Berserker 40% along with Bombardment +1. His Bombardment also has Drain as well as Burn, which means that he's going to be able to heal himself quite a bit. so you can keep your full stam relatively easily. Debilitator plus 2 seconds instead of 5, which kind of sucks. Frenzy plus 1, guard break built into his kit, havoc 20%, sprinter plus 1, status ailment, spiritual pressure boost 80%. He does get that relatively often because of the range collision. All status immunity, which is awesome, and then he also dodges Orankar and hollow damage 50%. With the dodge, he also has this counter attack plus 150%, so he deals quite a bit of damage if the enemy attacks you and misses, but you should be trying to flash them or use a strong attack to protect yourself from getting hit anyways. So honestly, this counter attack is it's gimmicky. It's cool, it's gimmicky, but like at the end of the day, it's inconsistent. First strong attack is going to be the 30% range collision attack. Honestly, I don't necessarily like this first strong attack, but I will say this. It does cause a ton of hits, which can be really good for proccing your status ailment spiritual pressure boost 80%, something that I believe he desperately needs. His second strong attack is also going to be the same as Spirit Society Ichigo, where it's going to be the vacuum into pushback. If you're familiar with Safui Retsu, Christmas Noel, and Christmas Toshiro, these characters, it's a vacuum into pushback. Third strong attack is going to be a standard full screen third strong attack. Honestly, I think he's a really good character. My only issue with him is that why would you spend orb summoning for him when a character like 7th Anniversary Uryu could be in the premium pool, and then we could potentially get even more meta shifting characters later? I can definitely see the power creep in the next coming months being absolutely wild, even though this premium pool banner is pretty mid to begin with. But then again, it's a mid-month right after anniversary. Historically, mid-months have always been not only premium pool, but pretty garbage. Like if I actually go to 6th anniversary real quick, here's 5th anniversary. Mid-month, we actually ended up getting Ulquiorra and Yoruichi. Both of them were pretty mid. Kisuke was the only good unit, and he was a link slot unit, so give us a reason to spend money. Next, we have 6th anniversary, and then we got Baragon and Stark, arguably the worst characters of that entire year. So, historically, really bad. So either way, I do see the meta shifting later on. Keep in mind, these are Spirits Are Forever With You characters. I do see these characters becoming filler sometime in the next maybe 7 to 9 months. Just based on how power scaling is going to be put in. Next, the actual king of the banner, in my opinion, probably the best in banner, but then again, we also have Yamamoto coming up in his individual, so you have a higher rate of summoning Yamamoto, and Yamamoto is, in my opinion, the best unit in the game. You'll see here, this Kenpachi actually has access to quite a lot of stuff. First and foremost, his kit is actually pretty good. First strong attack is going to be the same as Art Book Ichigo, where it's going to be a vacuum into explosion. Second strong attack is going to be a 3000 length beam, same as Aizen's, which is good for a second strong attack. And then third strong attack is a standard full screen third strong attack. Grimjaw, vacuum explosion. Yeah, vacuum explosion. Okay, good. Just making sure that I got my my facts straight. Okay, next for his actual skills, let's just get into it. Frenzy plus 2, already insane. Melee damage plus 10%, so 10% damage across the board, which is really good because that's going to scale incredibly well with his Berserker, like when you put Berserker links or full stamina damage boost links. Bruiser 20%, throwaway ability, Debilitator plus 5 seconds for the weakening, Devastation 40%, so his nuke is going to hit like a truck, because you're also getting access to... Actually, no, his nuke's not going to hit like a truck, but you're getting access to weakening, so it still will hit really hard. Havoc 20% to go along with the Frenzy plus 2, and then Poise, and he also has Marauder, so guard break and nullify melee resistance. Going into his Soul Tree, he'll also pick up full stamina only, increase strong attack damage plus 40%. Keep in mind, this is a damage increase of 40%. This is not Berserker. This will not stack with Berserker. This will multiply into Berserker, which is insane. Sprinter plus 1, and then weaken immunity. This character hits harder than Safui Yoruichi, who was touted to be one of the strongest characters of all time, right? Either way, absolute king. Highly recommend you summon for him if you feel like you need him. If you got cooked for Yamamoto, oof. I still think summoning for the 1000-Year Blood Road banner is better than summoning for this banner, personally speaking, just because you have access to Yuha-Baha. And even though Yuha-Baha, in my opinion, is not as good as Kuruyashiki is in Brave Battles in particular, since he is a Brave Battle unit, has booster, on top of that, it also has access to a let me actually get into the, let me go to Yuha-Baha, that way I can like properly lift him up, because he has a lot of stuff going for him. Alright, so he has a Captain Killer, so he's going to be good for those guild quests, both of them. He has the booster skill, which is good for guild quests. He has paralysis and drain, so he's able to heal himself quite a bit, so he's good for autoing as well. This character also has guard break built into him. He also has flurry +2, so in my opinion, the guard break, flurry +2, Captain Killer makes him really good in regular PvE content for if you need a character that can auto. He's good in brave battles, he's good in guild quests, he's good in epic raids as of right for now. Right, I mean, he's not going to be great forever, but like, he's just an overall good unit. For brave battles only, he gets the increased normal attack damage when an ally or enemy is KO'd at +20%. Prevent last ditch +1. So he does have the prevent last ditch, which I personally like. Half stamina only, decreased damage reduction -50%. Not as strong as Kuruyashiki, who also gets access to the NAD at 30% along with the decreased damage reduction 50%. But I do like the fact that this guy's a team booster, and then on top of that, he also has poise. So like, the fact that this character has poise, flurry +2, just like Kuruyashiki, but then gets guard break, is a team booster, so he's not going to be using his strong attacks as much, is really nice. And on top of that, this is 1000-year Blood War. I like 1000-year Blood War. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind. I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed. Let me know in the comments below if this might sway you to summon on the 1000-year Blood War banner. Like I said, some people are gonna get cucked, some people are not. If you're new to the game and you already got the 1000-year Blood War characters that you want, honestly, if you feel like you have enough orbs to toss in 5 steps for this Kenpachi banner, the Azashiro, Kuruyashiki, Zaraki banner, then by all means go for it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys get. I'd love to hear what you guys pulled. And yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.